Hello, Rolf Kurtyka with Brightwood Real Estate Education. Hey, how do I get prepared for my real estate exam? How do I approach exam prep? Well, preparing for your real estate exam can feel overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you it really isn't. We've helped thousands of people through the process. Feelings are not necessarily facts. You might feel like you don't know what's going on, but I'll bet you that's not correct. You really do. We've been preparing students for real estate exams for 40 plus years. I personally have been doing it for 20 years, and in that process, we've learned a thing or two. Do what we tell you to do, and you'll pass the exam. So the key to passing an exam is to have a strong grasp of the tested materials. What's on that test? Begin with the end in mind. Even while you're taking your licensing courses, think about what are they telling me to highlight? What's going to be on that exam? All right? Real estate licensing courses teach required statutory content. They may require you to learn a little bit about 1,000 things. You'll have to recall maybe 150 plus or minus, depending on the state that you're in, when you take that exam. You want to avoid, during licensing classes and studying, you want to avoid going too deep into any one topic. Just stick to what they taught. Don't dig down beneath that and think about the what ifs and maybe this could have happened or what it might be. Think about real estate licensing education as a broad prairie pond. All right, I'm a Midwestern guy. It's got lots of surface area, but it's not very deep in any one given spot. If you go too deep, you're going to kick up the mud, you're going to cloud the waters. Here's an example, math. Many real estate agencies or exam agencies, they publish the exam outlines and they'll tell you of 150 questions, math is 6 of them. I've had students tell me, boy, I'm going to spend all my time studying math. I go, why? There's only 6 questions on math. Spend your time studying agency, 12 questions or 10 questions, or contracts where there's 12 questions or 10 questions. For instance, all right? If you're asked a question like, what happens, and this is when you're studying for your exam, what happens when you turn the key in the car? And the answer is the car starts. If your mind starts going into, I wonder why the car starts, stop yourself. Focus on just the answer to the question. You can always research more about these topics later on after passing your real estate exam. So a good real estate school will highlight certain items throughout your real estate licensing courses. The instructor might say, highlight this topic or highlight that item. There might be fill in the blanks or glossary reviews and unit quizzes. That's how we do it here at Brightwood. How do you know what to study for the exam? Once you've gone through the course, how do I focus even greater? A good exam prep course should focus you on the key exam issues. Here's how Brightwood real estate exam prep works. We have a pretest. You come right out of your real estate course and you take a pretest. What do you know? It identifies your strengths and weaknesses, a diagnostic. All right, you record those results in My Test Results, and it says, here's where you go to find the information. Focus on your weaknesses. All right, and look at the key topics on those exam preps. What are the most important topics? All right, then after you go through the exam prep course, the third step is the post-test, and that's going to tell you where do I still need to work. You record those post-test results in that My Test Results, and again, that points you to exactly where you need to go to re-up or restudy that information. All right, the exam prep course is going to identify to you the big topics. You're going to see that contracts and agency and real estate practices are the big ones. Things like fair housing practices, things like fair housing, broker agent supervision, trust accounts, and so forth. So once again, how do I prepare? Don't go too deep. Focus on what they taught you in the course, what you highlighted, what you reviewed, what the quiz is focused on. And that exam prep, strengths and weaknesses. Stop studying your strengths, study your weaknesses, and you'll be successful on that exam. Do what we tell you to do, and you'll pass that exam.